Sales are made in the conversation, not in the close. If you are someone who believes that you have to practice all the objections there are in the world and get ready for people's resistance, you are already in a losing proposition. I'm Marla Copal. I'm a sales skills expert, and I've helped people make over 50 million in revenues. If you want to know more on selling and how to make those exciting network marketing and residual income opportunities work, then this is the channel for you. Subscribe now. So what I want to talk about here is the sales conversation. So many people are practicing scripts. Scripts only give you facts about the product. People don't buy facts. They buy the value. They buy the feeling. So how are you going to get into those feeling conversations? Well, just like you tend your garden, you pull the weeds, you try to figure out what's going on with the plant. Why does it look wilted today? Why doesn't it tomorrow? What are all the things that you can do? Let's talk about the sales conversation. The only way to open a sales conversation is to never assume that because the buyer approached you about a specific product, that is what they have on their mind. So buyers will open conversations not because they want the product, because they're curious about it. And the way you win in the sales conversation is you are equally curious about them. So anytime somebody comes up and says, well, I see you have skincare, I see you have this. Well, I've been looking for something that looks like this. You quickly stop and you don't start pitching the product. You sit there and you go, I need to know more about this person. I want to know how they will make their buying decision. I want to understand what makes them tick. So you're going to get curious and you're going to ask open-ended questions. You're going to say things like, what prompted you to stop? What caught your attention? What interested you? What did you see in the post that got your interest? Because once you know that, you can say, well, then tell me more. Because it may not be enough yet to understand their true desire. And I know everybody talks about, let's fix the pain. Not everybody has a pain. They have a desire. Depends on where they are in their life. They have a desire to resolve something. They have a desire to feel better. I think that sounds a lot better than they are in pain. So work from their desire. What is it that they desire? Where's the emotional fire around making a buying decision? So now once you find out what it is that they're interested in, you might also need to ask, hey, what else have you thought of or tried? Because you certainly don't want to recommend something or talk about something that they've already said, oh no, that won't work. Because there are those moments. You've had them. You know where they are. You experience them often. That's because you jumped to conclusions. Okay, now I know enough about them. I'll tell them about the product. No, you have to also know where they have been, what's been their journey so far. So now you can build in like how many times they've been dissatisfied. Then you can talk about your guarantees or anything else that you have with your product. You have to learn from them what might disrupt a purchase at the end. And you'll only know that if you ask open-ended questions at the beginning. Now that you have those open-ended questions answered, you have the information on who they are, all your future questions are attached to whatever they shared with you. So when you proceed to the product, you say, well, what I think might work for you, and you share one of the items and said, how does that sound? Would you like more details? Always keep working with the person. Don't speak to the person. And your recommendation holds no value until they trust you. So always let it be their choice. Actually, the most successful sales conversation is where you're able to set up and allow every person to make buying decisions throughout. They don't even know they're making the decisions, but you give them questions that are going to give them a little yeses, little nos. You don't want to work them into a corner. You're always looking for what else are they thinking? What else are they thinking? You're also trying to determine, do they typically make choices the first time, or do they wait a couple of times? It's not always the truth, but it might be what they share. It might be helpful to you. So the close of a sale is only one of those moments in which money is transacted. Prior to that, if they come back at you with questions, those are not objections. They're simply things that have not been answered for them. Even if they say something I don't like, I don't get paid till Friday. What does that mean? You will take it as a can't pay. They are thinking out loud. So you say, so how do we need to work with that? You're in it, but you're not having the answers. Objections are where you are staged to have all the answers. And you know what? If you don't know your person, you don't have the answers. You have pat answers. You're treating them in a childlike manner. So totally leave every sales conversation to a free flow. So sales conversations are easy to have once you get over the fact that you've been trying to use a script and you are able to let it go. And once you stop worrying about what it is that you're going to say next, because if you always ask the right question or many questions, your buyer will give you all that you need to have that conversation. So get my 8 tips to win at selling. It's in the description. And let's talk soon if you need more on sales skills or sales coaching.